Alright. Hello and welcome back, everyone. Hello and welcome back. How's it going, cool? How are you doing, Snowmac? How are you two doing today? Welcome back from holidays. There's a couple more holidays at the end of this week here, but end of most of the holidays. Let's jump back in here. We're talking to the boot, the black boot. Round 2. This is round 2 of ending of the DLC. So let's jump in here and finish her up. You can go ahead and finish her up. It's crazy. This should be the last stream for it too. Ah yes. Optional, talk to the black boot today. Yes, we need to go talk to the black boot. In our fancy schmancy boots. I don't think we need to switch our gear.
No two ways about it.
We're fine. 200 and... Oh, hold on. Aw. It's noon, we can't get to the bank. It's closed. Darn. Never mind. Oh, we'll run over to the old school way. That's fine. Run on over there the old school way.
Behave yourself.
See, how did the vampire fight go? Vampire fight was really hard until you realize the mechanics. Once you understood the mechanics on it, it was actually a pretty straightforward fight. A lot easier than the old gear fight. The old gear fight in the the Stoneheart DLC. Oh my goodness, so much harder. Because the fight's longer. It's longer. It's more difficult because there's like what, 6 sections? Yeah, there are like 6 shadow clones of that man, versus this one where it's one vampire. Get him down 5th of his health, he goes into phase 2. Get him down to 1/3 of his health, he goes into phase 3, and then you get him to like 1 shot and he goes to phase 4.
I agree completely, young man. Lois is clearly more adhesive than Lone.
Isn't that the truth? I noticed it myself. But Clay? Now that's a real pickle to clean off.
Oh, we haven't overheard them talking before. That's kind of fun. Because we just came directly with him last time. This time we stopped so we could save, so we could end the stream. This time we went straight there. Cool. Alright. Well.
Oh, it's the swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know.
Oh my
But
goodness.
where did your boots
Cheese
shine?
Monkey,
What
thank
was
you
that?
so much for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome
Guess they could
aboard.
use a spit and polish.
Remind yourself that overconfidence
shall
is
take
a
advantage
slow
as well.
and insidious
A friend
killer.
of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean souls. A fine slogan.
Nice. Don't you worry, cool. We'll be on it. Ra's al Ghul is looking good. It's true, he is. He is. Though he hasn't been in a lot of fights with Batman recently, so that'd be the reason why. What were you playing today, Cheese? What were you up to?
How's business?
Well enough, I can't complain. Though it'd be even better were certain folk to sit down for a shine as they stood and chatted.
Oh, we sat down.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it.
We already
How'd
paid
you
him a
get
bunch.
those letters?
Beckers brought them.
Yeah, we already paid him a bunch last time we talked to him. You 100% in Metroid Dread? Nice. How long did it take to do that? Man, I've done like close to 100% in a lot of games, but I don't know if I ever really focus on 100%ing like truly. Snowmac, what's going on? So in your D&D game, the party is being hunted rather. Oh well, haunted, about the same thing if you think about it. They discovered yet another mind flare. Oh no. That has infiltrated society. Oh my goodness, Snowmac, you're dealing with mind flares? Jeez, mind flares just make parties paranoid. They just start murdering everyone. Gotta be careful. 19 hours, something minutes, nice. That's not bad. That's not bad. 19 hours is pretty good. Cool. Well, geez, have you played The Witcher before?
Why didn't you tell us this before, when we first talked?
You didn't ask about beggars now, did you?
True. Very true, we didn't.
Beggars. Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. One for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Oh,
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all.
look at this kid only thinks about the boots.
I know! They all had no home!
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard.
Yep, you played The Witcher 3. No, you don't think you finished the DLCs? Ah, okay. Well, we are currently in the, like, very, very, very end of the, Blood and Wine DLC. We're at, like, an hour and a half from finishing this thing. Maybe an hour. Maybe. And then we'll be off to the new, then we'll be off to doing something else, and then we'll have a new game next time. But real quick pause here, before we do anything else, as a quick reminder for everyone who's hanging out, we have a new vote for what's going on for our new games for our Wednesday-Thursday game, because our Wednesday-Thursday game was finished. We finished Bioshock 1. So there's a poll I'm going to go ahead and put in chat again, as we do throughout this week. And on Wednesday, we'll be playing whatever game gets the most votes. Whatever gets the most votes is the thing that we'll be playing. It's a multiple choice vote. You can vote for all of them you're interested in, whether that be 1, 2, 3, 4, or all 5. Whatever gets the least number of votes will be removed off of the list. Whatever gets 4th to 2nd place will be on the vote list again, and whatever gets 1st place we play. How's it going, Alsters? How you doing today? But is this the final time? Yes, because we were doing the ending twice, because I wanted to see both routes. Because unlike The Witcher 2, where you have to go, you have to choose your second round halfway through the game, this one we've picked the second round at the very, very end of the DLC, so it's good, so we can redo that one. Not too bad. Not too bad. Oh yeah, cheese. Oh yeah, you know it. It's up there. It's got, what, it's in 2nd place, I think, right now. The Mind Flayers for Stomach's campaign are trying to take over the world, as per usual. We'll never forget the Mind Flayers used to own the world. At Worlds. Depending on which version you're playing. Which edition of the game. So a few people in leadership and or in positions to affect the overall population, trade. I see. Trade positions? Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. If you got Mind Flayers controlling the trade, you can do a lot of stuff. Shame you guys missed out the best scene, the last Witcher stream. Oh yeah, some zero gravity canoodling for sure. Yep, that happened. You reminded me. You need to pick your Bioshock playthrough back up. It was really good. I had a lot of fun with Bioshock 1, and I'm looking forward to playing Bioshock 2 when we get around to it. But we also have, Dark Souls 1 on the vote list. So we have Bioshock 2, Dark Souls 1, Raft, Project Zomboid, and State of Decay? Is that State of Decay 2? Is that what's on the list? I don't even remember. Yeah, it's exactly what's on the list. And currently, Bioshock 2 is in the lead, followed closely behind by Dark Souls. So we'll see who ends up winning. It's got today and tomorrow and a little bit of Wednesday right before the stream for this vote to end. Is Raft going to be the multiplayer chat? No, it'll just be me doodling around, surviving and whatnot. Kind of like how it was with the Long Dark and the Forest and it's not the Jungle. What was the other game? Green Hell. It'd be like those. How's it going, player new? How are you doing today? You have a feeling it's black tea today? The vote ended for that. Okay, sorry guys, we're gonna get back to actually playing this game in a hot second here. Yeah, the prediction for what tea it is today is in fact black tea. Today is a black tea day. And to hydrate, you've got it. Let's continue on with the story here instead of just talking and babbling. But how are you doing today, Awful? Hopefully you're doing well. Where did beggars get the letters from? And remember what they looked like? We already asked what they looked like, so we're gonna skip on that.
Where'd they get the letters? They pick them up? Get them from someone?
I don't know. They'd come, hand me a letter, and walk away. I asked no questions.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to mix another batch of that bootshine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Well, at the shelter most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the corner. Up those stairs, then right.
Thanks, kid. For your trouble. We must visit the shelter. Look around inside.
Gotta ask the right questions, Geralt. I see. Alright, Regis, nicely done.
To think I never believed in vampires. Then one bit my neck.
Up the stairs. Ah, yes. Prepare yourselves for a fist fight.
We need no filth
Um,
running about. Gentlemen, there's no need to raise your voices.
Here we go.
You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now. Gentlemen, calm, please. Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
Excuse me, the HOA does not allow squatters of any kind. You need to take them up and go, or else we're gonna have to write you a ticket. Good gracious, these people. For a nation, or I guess a duchy, that's all about like being chivalrous and the like. They're like, oh my goodness, poor people. Come on, guys, come on. Wait, if this is near the end, then you're almost finished this DLC. Awesome. There you go. Oh my goodness, Awful. Thank you so much for the reset. 20 months. Holy moly, 20 months, Awful. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, we're like an hour out, maybe less. We'll see, Cheese. If you don't want to pick up the game and continue, then sit back, relax, and we'll finish this up in just a moment here.
The shelter, them living here, bothers you. Question is why?
Look, Ballard. Another defender of the poor. Fighter for justice.
Damn nuisance. We've our women and young folk living next door, when even grown men fear to walk past such rabble.
That impression is 10 out of 10. Oh my goodness. Wow. You know, when you talk to a couple people from an HOA, you learn pretty quick. You pretty much dropped out after the grind for the Griffin armor. Yeah, because you were you out? Yeah, no, the going and grinding the armors was like really costly to get the money for it. It's nuts. We've got the full, not this particular suit. This is our fancy clothes. But we have the full feline suit. But we also have the patterns for all the final stuff. Snowmilk, what's going on with yours? So in your campaign, there's a huge undead army that is threatening the world. Oh my goodness, it was raised by someone, a former great hero. What? A hero turned evil? No way. I love those stories, actually. Because it's like, well, what did the hero do once the story was over? Well, he got bitter and he decided to take over the world. What? Love those stories. So this hero discovered the mind flayers were influencing society. There's also a dragon that is involved. What? Is this like an undead dragon? Or like, what color dragon is this? Wait, did you say Griffin armor? I mean, you meant all of them? Yeah. Like, did you build all of the armors? Please don't tell me you made all of the armors. If you did that, you're insane. If you went and grabbed all the patterns, I get it. But if you went and, like, made them all, whoa, okay, that's impressive.
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves.
Why? Do you doubt it?
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois? He poking insults us. On our own turf.
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
All right, here we go. You made all of them? You're insane. It's no wonder. Oh. Get the dodges in. Here we go. 2v1. Let's see if I can remember how to do this fun. We're getting right back into it. All right. Oh.
Shut up and fight.
Get him with the knee. Oh, no. Get him with the... Oh, that was a really good left hook there, actually. Good right hook. Come on. Come in with the left. Oh, I wasn't close enough. Oh, we got to dodge out. Dodge out. We're stuck in the corner. Geralt, no. Geralt. Get out of that corner. Get out of that corner. Some quick jabs. Oh, dodge it. Oh, we don't want to go down there. Okay, some quick jabs. There we go. Good. Bandits. They're classified as bandits? Maybe they just want this place as a hideout. As a hideout as opposed to... Ooh. Oh. No, you don't. Put that guard down, Mr. Man. This guy, the blue boy wants to play. Blue boy wants to play. He keeps putting his guard down and swinging. Brown boy keeps hiding. He wore the brown pants. He's a smart guy. Oh, we're stunned. Oh, back up, Carol. Get him with the right hook. Get him with the knee. Oh, we weren't close enough for the knee. The left hook. Nope, come on. Get him to the knee. The right. Oh, that was the left hook. Come on. Oh, that was going to be an uppercut. That would have been great. Right hook. We didn't get him with that? Really? It's a good old wind up for it, too. Oh, that was a good crit. Oh, come on. We get him with the jab. Oh, all right in the jaw. All right, let's see if we can get him with the knee. Get him with the knee. Okay, come on. Finish him with the knee. I want a clean finish with the knee. Yes. Oh, yeah.
All right. I can take a hint.
Oh, I love the knee.
Come, time to go.
So good.
I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along. I'm grateful. Immensely.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk, the shelter, elsewhere. They dislike that I help the beggars. I do not oppose going elsewhere were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have you? My turn to aid you.
Perfect. How's it going, Beta Male? How are you doing today? You did that? You crafted all the armors too? Oh my goodness. As soon as you're done, you closed the game and never opened it again? Yeah, that's a lot of grinding. That's a lot of money. Granted, I think we have enough money on hand to make at least one more set of armor. 2 at the absolute most. But that's a lot. That's a lot of grinding. Good gracious. You are 2 of the same soul, it's true. Question is Fable on the mythical list? Oh, yeah, it is. Fable 1 and 2. Not really Fable 3. We run out of things to play. We could play Fable 3, but it was an okay game. But Fable 1 and 2 are 100% on there. I need to figure out how to properly capture Fable 1 is the problem. It doesn't, when I open it, it's stuck in windowed mode, but it's windowed full screen. So I can't click outside of the window, but it's in the window. And my capture system doesn't want to grab just the window. It grabs the whole desktop. So it's really annoying. So I'll have to sort out how to do that at some point. But it's on the list. That's just why we haven't played it. I haven't sat down to sort it out. But yeah, no, absolutely. Fable's on there.
What is this place? Poorhouse?
You could call it that. They come here to rest and eat a hot meal.
You help them, why?
Because they need help.
That's a good enough reason, if anything. You recently replayed the Fable trilogy? Boys, Fable 3 Rough? Yeah, it was okay. Fable 3 is, like, get halfway through Fable 3 and just stop. As soon as you leave Albion, as soon as you go to the desert, just stop playing. You're done. There's no point playing that game anymore. It's just brutal. It is just brutal. Don't do it. But Fable 1, excellent game. Fable 2, pretty good game. It's pretty good. It's not like, it's like a good old 7 out of 10. Fable 3, meh. You played Fable 3 first? Oh my goodness, Awful John. I'm so sorry for you. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh my goodness. Alright, we needed more information.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned the Boot Black in Rue de Garl.
The Boot Black? A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, they'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
Perfect. All the beggars show up?
Sure all your usual beggars will be here?
They're not obliged to come, of course. But they rarely find a decent meal elsewhere. So, almost all in the area eat here.
Nice. Thanks. Yeah, we'll wait. What was that, Snowmac? Okay, so you're using, so for your D&D game, you're using Influence in the Council of Worms, the dragon, oriented setting. I got you. So dragons from that world traveled to this campaign's world. Okay. They arrived with a massive army and, oh my goodness, what? And to fight a war against cultists. Okay. This occurred in the second campaign of the world. Oh, okay. Interesting. IRL ran a few years ago. Cool. So you're taking old stuff and bring it to new stuff. I like that. Save? You got it. We'll save. Good call, cool. Good call, we'll save. In game, a couple 100 years ago, so a few of the dragons survived. Where one became emperor, the other dragon has betrayed the empire. Nice. So there's like 2 remaining dragons from the long lost war from a game that your players had played earlier. That's really cool. I like that. We'll save as soon as we get a chance, but we'll have to get through all this dialogue here first. Cool.
Thanks. We'll wait. Nice of you to let us.
I imagine that like that bucket up there is just so people know it's where they can get a meal. That's my assumption. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
I've a matter to address before I serve the soup. These 2 gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if you draw it out, your soup will go cold. And we wouldn't want that, would we?
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed letters to the bootblack. I know this.
Does anyone know what the gentleman means? Go on, speak up. Romain?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters. We all swore.
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the bootblack. Freshie, he got one. But he can't tell you, as he's not here.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
Alright, well, it's meaningless now.
I need the letter. It's very important. It's no use to you anymore.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was frightening.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. These men helped me a short while ago, helped all of us. If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise you made.
Sound advice.
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the bootblack anyways. It's always muddy there.
Yeah, because the bootback keeps muddying that area. Keeps chucking water everywhere.
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Well, well. I must say, even I did not expect this. This time you will see to our Duchessa. It seems we underestimated Siana rather grossly.
Oh, we're losing frames.
Detloff was literally
Uh-oh.
supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzle.
Uh-oh. We good? Hold on. Hold on, we're losing frames. Luckily, we've done this dialogue once before. Where are our frames going? Alright, we'll wait here until the frames stabilize. I think we're losing, like, every frame. Are we losing every frame? What is going on? What? Oh, bitrate! It's abysmal. It might be a Twitch end thing. Stream, restart. No, we're instantly losing frames. Okay, it's a Twitch thing. Something's going on Twitch's side. Something happened to Twitch. All right. Oh, black screen. Come on now. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. Fingers crossed. We won't have technical issues like yesterday, but welcome back. To potentially, most likely, I believe so, our final stream of The Witcher 3. Oh my goodness. It's been a long time. I mean, we've technically already beaten it, but, you know, there's a couple of endings. There are a couple of endings and a couple of branches. We gotta play with a few of them. So we just finished talking with the boot black, and yes, all sorts of frames. But now, well, we got strumpets and a ponce. Actually, can we talk to the ponce? I'm curious. We now need to go and talk to Sienna. Yeah, so we're gonna go talk to Sienna real quick. Oh, he just whistles at us. Nice, thanks. We're gonna go and talk to Sienna here. Talk to her about her motivations. And then we'll have the little coronation, or not a coronation, little award ceremony thing for since Geralt solved the problem. And then whatever occurs after that, because I have no idea what occurs after that, because that's where there's gonna be another branching event. Curious to see. Looking forward to it. We still have a bunch of toxicity in us. Geralt's still trying to get through all that toxin in his body. We're still at like 40%. There's nothing but drunks out that night. Wow. And hooded ladies who, honestly, at this point, since it's the exact same model as the incognito Bruxe and Alps, makes me a little nervous. Give her a wide berth, just in case. You never know. You never know. There's another one. She's got a red hood. She's fine. They're the ones who are always have black hoods. Black capes. If memory serves. Alright. We just need to get all the way up to the top there. My goodness, that castle's crazy. It's a crazy castle. Beauclair Palace. Interesting that it's Beauclair Palace for the town of Beauclair. I would have expected them to have like an actual, separate name for the palace itself, right? But my assumption is that the town is what inspired the name for the palace, as opposed to the other way around. This often is the case. We could have taken Roach, but it's good to stretch our legs while we can, yeah? Alright. Here we go. Right in here. Knock, knock. That's right, we have to go up a couple of stairs. Hold on. There's a lot of doors, too. Ah, yes, and there's the, some food while we're here. Pork, nothing. Chicken, some fish, some apples. We don't need any of this. It does a burnt. We're not going to take the burnt bun. We'll take the brioche roll. We're not going to take the burnt bun. That's crazy. All right, guard. Let me through.
Halt!
Need to see Sienna urgently.
In the matter of?
Want to talk to her.
Want to talk to her. It's important.
Want to talk? Go see your gran at tea time. Not one locked up on the Duchess's orders. No doing without special permission. Period.
Found some information important to her case. Need an explanation, urgently.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders, no? Then you've my permission, but only for a few minutes.
Promise to be brief.
So I'm curious to see what our conversation options are, since we have had minimal contact with her, since we didn't go and save her out of a storybook.
The witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
It is, I know. Important questions.
Hey, Sienna. Sorry to intrude, but I gotta ask you something.
I've nothing to say to you. You're the one who put me in here. Have you forgotten?
No.
Sure, but you are here. So what's the harm in talking? Got something better to do?
What do you want? Be brief.
It's very short with us.
This cell. Downright cozy. Second time you've been incarcerated in altogether pleasant conditions. Always seem to land on your feet.
I wouldn't say that. I get no privacy here. But it is clean, because I cleaned it.
They do say cleaning can be relaxing.
It isn't. It's a horrible, thankless task. But I'm not one to leave anything undone. For instance, before I left Nazaire, I also tidied my room. Even made my bed.
Interesting.
I knew I'd never return. But I despise leaving unfinished business. Messes. Loose ends.
Dogged determination. Guess that's admirable.
I was praised for it as a little girl. Only for that, in fact.
But yeah, met some beggars ahead. Learned something interesting.
Went to a place where Beauclair's beggars congregate. found proof that you'd planned your sister's demise. Anna Henrietta. She was Dettlaff's ultimate target from the start. Your target.
Bravo, Witcher. I congratulate you on your deductive reasoning skills. But what I'd planned has nothing to do with you.
Wrong. Has everything to do with me.
True.
You were hired to kill the beast. Said beast is dead. So go collect your metal and leave me alone. Why must you meddle in everything?
Definitely wasn't the beast. Oh my goodness, what a response. Wow. Like to understand what's going on. Oh my goodness, this response is insane. Which is also true though. Our goal was to go and get the beast that was killing everything. Technically, you could see it as both Dettlaff as well as Sienna. This is very interesting. But I like to understand what's going on. We don't have to be rude right now. Let's keep her talking.
Just like to know what's going on around me. Can't stand confusion, unexplained situations.
Have you come to ask me what drives me? What my motives are?
Sure. Why not?
Actually came hoping to learn something. It's clear you are out for vengeance. Against those who drove you from the palace? Curse of the Black Sun. That was their reason, right?
It's certainly what they claimed. They said I was dangerous. A mutant. Knights, Crespi, Dulac, Delacroix, and Peyrac Peyron. They got the task of whisking me away, abandoning me outside the duchy's borders.
They were following orders.
So they were, though they did so eagerly. Especially when I tried to flee. Crespi beat me unconscious with a whip. The others stood by and watched. Peyron found ample opportunity to take his frustrations out on me, while Dulac and Delacroix insulted me, mocked me. I swore then I would never forget. I would find them all.
That's no excuse? Yeah, no, I understand. That makes sense. How's it going, Delka? Yes, we should be finishing today. Which means there's going to be awkwardly 2 votes going on in one day if we finish this. As it goes. Cool motive, still murder? Yeah, it's pretty much it. There's no excuse, but I at least understand now.
Explains a bit. A lot. You had a right to feel rage, resentment. But those motives aren't enough to justify the means you chose.
I didn't expect you to understand. I need no sympathy. Not from you. Not from anyone. I regret nothing. If I could turn back time, I'd not decide otherwise at any juncture. They all deserve to be punished. My sister most of all.
Enough. Your visit's done.
Ah, thank the stars.
Ah, well. That's that. Well, welcome back. How's it going, Bearded Whiskey? So far, we've dropped 0 frames today. Things are going well.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Absolutely. Need to tell me something? Nope, let's go.
Let's
get this thing done.
Want to see him too.
We have more information for him we need to pass along.
Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
I am, but real quick. What was that? You know, you've been thinking, why is fantasy French people always fantasy French? Because, like, the English, people of, like, England descent have always been fascinated by the French. The French have always just held this air about them. It's just the way it is. It's always been that way. We got dude's face. What happened? He got, like, mauled by a vampire. I think it was a fletter that scratched him up. Nice and good. It's the reason why French... don't forget, England originally... Well, not originally, but at one point, England owned territories around the western coast of France. South of Britannia, for example. They owned that territory to the west of Toulouse. We could bring up a map if you're curious. And the king and queen actually lived there while ruling over the southern half of the island of England, the southern half of the English Isle. Eventually, France kicked him out, and then the king and queen had to go back to, I think it was Sussex is where they went originally once they got back there, then moved to Wessex. I can't quite recall. But they moved over there, and so that's when they switched from French being the first language of all the kings and queens of England to then being English, so they could speak with the peasantry. And those in the new land, or I guess the homeland, that they wasn't really their home. So French has always had a strong root of like this majesty in English heritage, of any English heritage. So it's kind of interesting. Okay, but why stick to the pseudo-modern fantasy French when you could go? I mean, yeah, you could go Quebec. It's true. I just think it's interesting. Yeah, you don't look it, man. What's going on? Feeling better?
Your face doesn't look good. What the hell happened?
The city was attacked. Surely you don't imagine I could stand and watch it all from some ivory tower.
Makes sense. Yeah. Be the victim.
Got some important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Detloff and Sienna's fifth victim.
You are certain of this?
Completely. Found proof.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought down on the city, were they not enough? She sought to strike down her own sister, her liege. Traitor.
Mm-hmm.
I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain Sylvia Anna is closely watched during the questioning. I'll see to it personally.
You do that.
I thank you, Witcher, for alerting me, and I appreciate your attentiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Let's begin the ceremony. Come with me. The Duchess awaits.
All right. Off we go. Roses.
In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Toussaint's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair, step forth.
Futzing with the doublet again, as Geralt always does.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair. In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Son Real, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table. The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
Absolutely. Yeah, Average, we're doing the other ending. because we did the other branch of the story, and we went and talked to the, what was the nameless one or the unseen one, which was really cool. Seeing that vampire, like the elder and stronger of like all the vampires, that was really cool. Checking out that route as well, and we'll do the same thing here in just but a moment. Peter Whiskey, you're moving up in the world. That's good to hear. Making way and moving over to PC from console. Oh my goodness! Welcome to the world of modding your favorite games. Welcome to the world of modding your favorite games. Consoles have their place. I do believe that consoles are still a good way to play games. However, the fact that mods are a thing definitely makes PC superior in its basest form, in the most basic form. If you're just going apples to apples, comparing, I think PC's better. But there are still good points in which console is useful. Let's see, what are you doing? Before we continue on this here real quick. Dalko, what are you doing? Basically, you've been working on a D&D character? Okay. What with your group's transition to voices? Ah, I see. Okay. So that's why you're looking at French. You don't know how the French curse, but you know how the Quebecs do? Well, that'd be good enough. Right, there you go. Did you get the prison ending? I don't know specifically what you mean, but we'll find out in a moment here, Average. Just hang on tight. Hydrate? You got it, Beer Whiskey. You got it. Can't wait. Truly honored. Bad news. I can't remember what we did last time. Lurk. Oh my goodness. Cruddle Buddy, welcome back. How you doing? Enjoy the lurk. We'll see you. Cruddle Buddy, do hang around. We do have votes that are going to be going on here. There's going to be new votes just hanging out. Perfect. But everyone just kind of hang out here. Once we're done with all this dialogue and whatnot, we go through this thing. I'll go and start popping some vote links into the chat, because once we're done with this game, there'll be a second vote going. We have to have a vote for what game we're going to be playing tomorrow. People who haven't voted for the vote for tomorrow, please vote for tomorrow. I'll put it in the chat in a moment here. Otherwise, you can find it in the About section on the Twitch channel. And there'll be a new vote for as soon as we're finished with this game for what's going to be replacing our Monday-Tuesday game. So, here we go. Alright, can't wait, truly honored, got bad news. I can't remember what, I think I picked this last time. This one ending where you don't get the ribbon. Oh, no, we got the ribbon. We got the ribbon. On our last run, we got the ribbon. Alright, so we'll go with this one. Because it's the way Geralt works, and I think I picked this last time, and I like to try and keep the same path as often as possible.
I am, and truly grateful, Your Grace. Sadly, I'm afraid I have to sour the mood. It's Sienna. She plotted to have you killed, Duchess. Planned to use Detloff. You were to be the beast's 5th victim.
This cannot be true. You're mistaken. You must be.
I have proof.
I do not believe it.
That's fine. We won't argue. We said all we came here to say. Save? You got it. We'll save right after this.
In a moment I shall speak to Sienna. Will you assist me? You returned my sister to me, yet what you tell me now I find devastating. I've come to doubt that I can judge her fairly. I'd far prefer to learn you're mistaken, Geralt.
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particularly careful around her.
You exaggerate, Witcher. She is my sister. I know well how to speak to her.
So you haven't talked to her in like a decade.
Will help in any manner. Of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
Oh, I didn't notice that until now. Sienna is just a nickname. We've been calling her Sienna this whole time. She's Sylvia Anna. Interesting. I didn't pick that up till now. Well, there you go.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
Duchess asked me to stay.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were swayed by the monster Dettlaff. You yourself would never stoop so low. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Alright. This is the one we go with now. Because last time we did this one. Sienna should be punished like any criminal. She should.
No matter the mitigating circumstances, whatever they may be, Sienna is a criminal and should be tried as such. And punished as such. Her guilt is clear.
Your words sadden me greatly, Witcher. But I cannot deny their logic. Sienna, you shall be tried and given a fitting punishment. Yet we shall never cease to be family. As Duchess, I shall have to judge you. But as your sister, I shall never stop loving you. Will you forgive me?
I shall never forgive you.
We don't intercede? She dies again? Oh my goodness, no way. Wow, it doesn't matter. They both die no matter what. Crazy. Wow, alright. Oh, there you go. So, what I'm gathering from this then, with that average mention that there are more endings if you don't get the ribbon, indicates to me that Dettlaff kills Sienna, which it looked like he would have if she didn't have the ribbon. And so this conversation never happens. Crazy. All right, well, that's the way it is. Let's go to the funeral. So yeah, crazy. So the best ending is to not do to have her die, but that means that you have to go through the storybook and not play Gwent to get the ribbon. That's nuts. Now you're wondering the line of succession is like? Oh, it's just an absolute mess.
Some flowers, a wreath, or...
I've none. Sold everything. I was just on my way out. No sense hanging about with nothing to do. Should come as no shock, sir. At the funeral, folk took it all. Men, women, children, all wished to lay a bouquet on the Duchess's grave. Windflowers, peonies, gladioli. But she liked common roses best. I know, her ladies-in-waiting would come here at times. I'd choose the loveliest blooms for her. Fragrant, big petals, the kind that last a long time. I've still not come to terms with it. To be killed by her own sister. How could it happen?
Let the Duchess down. No, that should be so unrelenting. Well, she told us she was going to be down unrelenting. She's trusting. Yeah.
Anna Henrietta wanted to believe there was still hope for Sienna, that she'd show remorse. She reached a hand out to her. Too soon. Too trusting.
I know you. You're that Witcher from the north. The one that saved us from the beast.
Mm-hmm. Could say that.
Wait here. Take these.
Thought you were out of flowers.
I put a bouquet aside. I was to take it to her myself. But you have it. I know you held the Duchess dear.
How much do I owe you?
Not a copper. Keep your coin and raise a toast in her memory tonight.
Do just that. Farewell.
Alright, there you go. That's crazy to think, though. But yeah, no, so the succession line is now, I believe they said that a bunch of politicians have to sort it out. Also, they erected that thing so quickly. Or maybe that was already there? I just don't remember that statue being there in Beauclair. Right? Where are we? Where are we on the map? Oh, it 100% wasn't here. Oh yeah, that's right. We can go and see this guy real quick. We can go see him real quick before we go over there. Oh yeah, that's right. Save. Let's go get a save in here real quick. Save. Was it this one? Yeah, this one here. Save up. Perfect. So jump over here. This is the guy that we saw last time who had drunk himself into a stupor, essentially. How's it going, Chris Engine? How's it going, Beta Mail? How are you guys doing today? No one guessed for any teas today. The tea vote just kind of simmered and sat. No one ended up voting. Yeah, there he is.
A smashing.
Guillaume, what are you doing here?
Leave me be. Without my Vivian, life has no meaning. You are the last to whom I wish to speak.
And that's the end of that quest. Alright, there you go. Bam. But red tea? Actually, yeah, let's see. Let's just double check. I don't think anyone voted. Is that right? Yeah, no one voted. No one voted. Today is black tea, though. Today is black tea. Man, you got all the bad endings, didn't you? Yeah, we got the bad. Well, because I didn't want to redo the fairy tale one again. I didn't want to go through that again. So we got the same bad ending both times, but that's fine. We got the best ending for the main game, so whatever. We get the bad ending for a duchy in Nilfgaard. Who cares? It's Nilfgaard. This is a duchy in Nilfgaard. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's not gonna, you know, we're not gonna cry over spilt wine, right? It's sad and disappointing and not really the best situation, but it's okay. Even Guillaume, oh, I mean, that's different. That's because we just, oh my goodness, stuck in the door again, second time, woof. That's because we helped his lady and didn't let him sacrifice himself. It should be interesting to see what would happen if we did that again, now that I know that we actually get some more information afterwards. It'd be interesting to see. But yeah, no, it's perfectly fine that we don't get the super best ending. I don't mind. That's okay. Oh man, our inventory is quite full. Yeah, doesn't matter. We got to do, the main thing that I cared about is the lore that we ended up getting from doing the two events. One going and finding the unseen one, or the unnameless one, or the whatever it was called. And going to the storybook Fantasyland. Being able to do both of those, that was the thing I cared more about. Because we got a whole bunch of lore about vampires and like that way, which I really, really like. Could always go back and do it again, but eh.
Witcher, I was certain you'd departed.
It's too much do-over.
Couldn't. Anna Henrietta was
wondrous, beautiful, good. The best ruler one could hope to have. Yet I let her down.
And honestly, what I'll end up doing if I want to see what the happy ending is, I'll just watch it on YouTube. I'll just watch that ending there. But I don't think it's gonna give me any new like lore or anything. This is the first time you've had Arizona green tea with ginseng and honey. Ooh, in a long time. Doesn't taste like you remember. Better or worse than you remember? Don't blame yourself. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Oh my goodness, Geralt.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one expected Sienna to do that, persist to the end. And none of us did anything to stop her. 'Cause there was nothing we could do.
I suppose you are right. But when someone so beloved dies, one cannot help but search one's soul for blame. And even the hardiest knights grow faint-hearted then.
Come to pay my respects. Bid the Duchess farewell.
White roses. They were her favorite. Go inside then. She lies in the ducal crypt, in one room with her murderer, despite my protests.
What? Who decided that?
The Regent's Council. A pack of old men who've statutes and codices for hearts. Ducal blood flowed in Siana's veins, and she was never legally disinherited. So they ruled she should lie alongside Anarietta.
Honestly, the Duchess is to blame for her own death. Yeah, no, you're 100% right. She was too forgiving. Even after Geralt was like, ooh, probably not best. But then again, Geralt could have just shadowed behind her during that, because Geralt had his suspicions. Also, I'm curious. Does anyone know? Can Witchers use the Quen sign to protect others, or is it only a personal protection thing? That's something I've always been curious about. We're only going to put flowers on Anna's grave this time. Unlike last time, where after we spent some time with Siana, we put them on both. This time we know so little about her in this run that, or this portion of the run, that's like.
I regret it ended this way. That I failed to prevent it. Hope you can forgive me. Rest in peace.
Wait, what are you doing here?
Stylish crypt, quite subdued.
Oh, that's right. He was here last time.
Yes, this is the kind of eternal resting place I dream of.
Moments like this, I never know if you're joking or serious.
Serious, Geralt, serious. It's remarkably peaceful, subtly charming to the hilt. A perfect match for the Duchess's dignity. Ah, you humans, you'll never cease to amaze me. To feel despair in the face of natural processes to which you are predestined. I've come to take you from this place, my friend. Dare say you deserve a speck of respite after the mad whirl of the last few days.
Alright, off we go. Hang out with our drinking buddy.
All those deaths I failed to prevent. Feel pretty awful right about now. Can't help thinking I could have done more. Now Toussaint's left without a ruler, or more accurately, chaos rules here. Hand in hand with despair. Duchess won over people's hearts. All Beauclair now weeps for her.
A mass outburst of emotion. Well, it seems her subjects have adopted some of their recent ruler's traits.
Why the sarcasm? Thought you liked Anna Henrietta.
I did. And I do truly rue her passing.
Me too.
Then let us drink.
Always seemed to me you were a very complicated creature by nature. Not one to resort to such simple methods like drinking your worries away.
There exist worries for which they're quite simply, it's no other medicine.
Understandable.
Whatever you say about Siana, you gotta admit, she was unbending.
That she was. I do admit it. Though, in her case, it would have been better if she had been a tad more, philosophical, pausing from time to time to reflect on the propriety of her actions.
True.
How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diabolus variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavor profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some brews for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
Sure, we can do that. Everyone has such big hands in the Witcher universe. You can't unsee it. Their hands are, like, reasonable. They got reasonable-sized hands. I don't know what you're talking about. Can't see it anyway. You're only doing audio mode? Oh my goodness, carcination, nice.
You decide to go root picking now? It's dark out.
Geralt, even were I generously to assume it had simply slipped your mind that I am a vampire and thus need no light to see, I'd never believe you had also forgotten that you likewise have absolutely no trouble seeing in the dark. So, shall we?
Alright, let's go.
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
Yeah, Regis is just being cheeky. Go put these on. Ignore the lag here while we go and we put on our mask. And we put on our gloves. There we go. I didn't lag too badly.
Moonlight makes me oh so dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
Let's go ahead and pick some of these. Why is there a skeleton outside of the... Okay. It's that side of the grave. Okay. There's one. And there's two. Perfect. Alright, Regis.
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go?
Oh,
won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all.
There he is.
Regis!
Go ahead and put our gloves back on. Oh, I see. It's an item. My goodness, we have 24 torches? Okay, we need to get that sorted. Why are we carrying so many torches? Oh, that's right. I forgot about this. He's fighting Brookset. I think there's an elf in here, too. Goodness, okay, hold on. I'm getting hit pretty hard. They're invisible. Where'd you go? There you are. Okay.
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink.
Well, he's lucky he's a high vampire. Just, knock him out real quick.
Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning. Then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home. On the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Settle down. Made to kill monsters done yet. Do vampires even possess the ability to get drunk? They're dead after all. And not in this universe. In this universe, vampires are not dead. They're actually just a different species of creature. One that doesn't even require to drink blood, but drinking blood is like drinking alcohol. It's something they enjoy and easily get addicted to, but it's not something they need. They come from a different dimension and emerged in this world during the conjunction of spheres when many dimensions had their walls close together, where like you could easily pass from one to another. Humans came to this dimension as well during the same conjunction of spheres as the vampires did. And what we just did during this most recent path that we did, we actually saw where where one of the areas the vampires came out of, where the unseen one was keeping watch. But yeah, we're thinking about settling down, but we'll probably go to Covier, honestly.
Know what? Think I just might. Come on now, don't laugh. Maybe not today or tomorrow. But one day I'll want to see what it's like to just wake up every day in my own bed.
Oh, stop, please. Sounds so sentimental, my fangs have begun to hurt. Then what? Will you begin writing your memoirs like Dandelion?
Hopefully not.
I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though. What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view.
Just to be sure, like, Toussaint is a duchy of Nilfgaard, right? I'm pretty sure it is. Either that or it's a, or it's like under the watchful eye of, it's like a nation within the nation.
I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
Meaningful look at camera. A vassal of Nilfgaard? Could be, could be. There we go. So that's that. We can go jump back to the villa and go see Triss, because I'm assuming Triss will pop by the same way as last time. But there you go. Bam! We finished. How's it going, Sarg? Real quick, while this is going in the background here, let me go grab the vote that ends in 20 hours for what game we will be playing tomorrow. Please go ahead and vote for all the games you're interested in, not just 1, 2, or 3. Well, unless it's just 1, 2, or 3 you're interested in, but it's multiple choice. There's 5 games to vote for. Whatever game gets the most votes wins. We just finished Bioshock 1 when we did that. We can go ahead and skip that.
Actually, I'd love to go home.
We can skip that. Let's go jump home. We'll go see the thing, and then I'm assuming we'll see Triss there, just like last time. And then actually, there's a teleport point here, right? Yeah. And then we'll be done. Bioshock 2 is ahead by 4 points right now. All right. Well, doesn't take much to get that to be changed over or kept, depending on what you guys want to see. Just make sure to vote for what you're interested in. But we'll actually have another vote going live, like in just a moment here. I've got another vote prepped. So we'll have another vote going the moment we're done with this game today. So we'll have 2 votes going today, and then we'll only have 1 going tomorrow. And it'll be for what's going to replace this game.
Master Witcher.
So get ready.
Some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Yeah, you can't stop this.
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Does she have red hair? That's Geralt's first question here. Come on now. Does she have red hair? It's all quiet. And we've got, like, fabric all over the place. Good gracious. There she is.
In the flesh.
I thought you were in Kovir.
I got tired of waiting for you, so I decided to head to Toussaint. Catch some sun, see how things are going. You said it would only take a moment.
Things are pretty much wrapped up, luckily. We'll be able to head north soon.
I hope you're not upset I came like this, without warning.
True, I haven't always been fond of surprises. They remind me of work, the law of surprise, surprise child. But I think I've changed my mind. Seems surprises can actually be pleasant. Very pleasant. Let's go outside. There's this one cozy spot you're gonna love.
You don't have to scare my new manservant like that. It's true. It's very true. And then there's all these things that we've already talked through before. I don't know if there's really a point for us to go through them, but hey, why not, right? We'll round it out.
How are things in Kovir?
Amazingly boring and predictable. Council meetings mainly concern trade matters, tariffs, storage regulations, that sort of thing.
Missing the excitement?
You know the Aetheri saying, may you live in interesting times?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've already done that, and now I'm looking for a bit of quiet. The other mages I brought with me from Novigrad, or who made it north on their own, feel the same. You wouldn't recognize them. No conspiracies, cabals, plotting. They just sit there and work, for the good of the kingdom. Sometimes I think it's all too lovely to be true. That something's bound to happen. Another war, or some other horror. But for now, it's nice. And once you finish your business here and come join me, it'll be even better.
Let's see if this this pheasant over here ends up doing magical things like last time. Who knows? Yep, there goes. It's stuttering as last time. But yeah.
So, how do you like my vineyard?
I think you know the answer to that. I like it a lot. House is big, but not showy. Lovely location. Perfect for romantic getaways.
Just finished some remodeling. Paid through the nose for it, but I think it was worth it. There are already some new saplings and flowers around the grounds, but I think it's still missing something. Maybe a hedge maze? With a statue in the center? One that's stately and nude.
Oh, Geralt, don't bring up that ball. The wine got to my head and I...
Not bringing it up to tease, but to reminisce. That evening, it was magic. And your dress. You looked lovely in it.
I've got it with me. I could put it on one evening. We'll dine outside by candlelight. Listen to the music of the cicadas.
Can't wait.
Hey, Naviculus, welcome. No, we're pretty much done here. We're kind of finishing off the last bit of this game here, which is the last 2 dialogue lines here, and then we'll have some new votes for new games to play. Give it just a moment here. Let's just finish this off.
How'd you find me? Kavir's a long way off.
I have my ways, Geralt. A hydromancy, for example.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He just hasn't tagged.
So, what becomes of us? See anything else in the reflection?
Mm-hmm. Zoltan moves in.
Please tell me you're joking.
You can breathe easy. Far as I know, he settled down in Novigrad and has no intention of budging. In all seriousness, though, I did see a few scraps of our future, but I'd rather not tell you exactly what.
Why not?
Because you said you've grown to like pleasant surprises.
They better be pleasant.
This is your first time in Tucson, right? Want me to show you around a bit?
Sorry, but I've already made plans.
Oh? What are you going to do?
Lie down in the sun and not move an inch.
Ah, right. A packed schedule. Not overdoing it a tad.
Oh, gotta get the most of this weather before I return north. Know that joke about how to tell when summer's come to Kavir?
The rain isn't quite so cold.
And sadly, that's not far from the truth. Oh, I shouldn't have told you that. Now you'll change your mind and not come join me.
I wouldn't worry about that.
There we go.
Mind if I leave you here alone for a moment?
Just a moment.
And there we go. That's it. That's the end. We're done. It's ever humble. And we can still go check the side that... We should have a little bridge here, honestly. Why is there no little bridge here? Should be a little bridge there. Get on it. What was it? Here was that... We'll go ahead and take that. We've already read it. It's just a mutagenator, and he's like, go ahead and rename it if you want to rename it. But that's that. We've finished this game in its entirety, across the board, everything. Oh yeah, we ended our save there last time as well. That's it. We're done. Oh, what a fun game. I really enjoyed this one. It was really, really good. Just gonna quit back to main menu here. Let's go get this vote going. Let's get these votes online. All right, nice. There we go. So I think we did a run through on it before last time when we finished. What I really liked about this game is there's a lot of the lore in this game is insane. The options are really good. The amount of sidetracking that you can get run into is always fun. And yeah, no, it's just across the board a really good RPG, and I could see, you know, them going on to the next one.